There you go.
I don't know. Are
Yep.
we live?
We are live.
Yep. The little yellow button says we're live.
We are live on the interwebs.
I'm not seeing it pop up. What was the name of the what's the name of today's show?
Warzone Houston, Dreadfane sighted, Codex, Primaris.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Maybe even go into some other little things that they're doing that we kind of called it.
Yeah, well, we can also talk today about another stealth price increase.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yep.
Let's see how many people we got on here. Oh, Warzone Houston Dreadfane Codex. Oh,
yep.
Hey Kevin. Well, let's see if my body will hold up. It's been in and out of having a fever all day.
Yeah.
I think it's broke now. Or I'm broke. One of the two.
Yeah, say the fever or you. Which one?
One of us is currently broken.
Yeah. I'm all grizzly. Oh
man, I feel it's been a stressful week, people.
Yeah, it has.
Trying to get things ready for Warzone. We're busting our butts. A lot of last minute details, but it's all coming together. Somehow, some way, we're getting it together.
Cool news is we're going to have some amazing theme tables coming from Dallas and from the Slambo crew. I talked to one of the guys today, Andrew, and he's bringing down some really amazing 3 tables for Age of Sigmar.
Awesome.
I was really excited about that. And can I hit Age of Sigmar real quick, since I didn't really hit it yesterday because we talked about Warzone yesterday, really?
Yeah, go for it.
Rumorville, guys. So if you haven't seen the Rumor Engine, it's 2 heads on hooks. If you look at those models, that picture, it resembles the Executioner for 40K, because he's got his 2 head trophies on there on his side. Everybody's freaking out in the Age of Sigmar community because they think it's ogres, which makes total sense. I mean, I don't see Iron Jaws or even orcs doing stuff like that. It's mostly skulls. I can see ogres doing that kind of stuff, so that would be really cool.
Well, looking at those hooks that are into the heads, I could see it.
Yep. Because then if you look at the heads too, it's either 2 free people or free guild type people, or it could be a vampire head, and who knows, but it really looks Age of Sigmar-ish. Now, when it's going to come out, who knows? If it's even if we're right, we could be totally off. It could be a Blood Bowl character, a Blood Bowl team. You never know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's. I agree with you. It's probably the ogres.
Which
looks like something what's their sorcerers, butchers?
The butchers, yeah.
That looks like something the butchers would have dangling from their belts.
Oh, easily. So you add that on top of the whole General's Handbook, where they said, hey, Bone Splitters and Gut Busters are basically ogres, are fine and they're great. And we all know that that's not the case. So them stating that with no rules, even within this new update, there's no rules, and you throw a picture out, it's like, but I thought that was cool. Also, the new Sylvaneth rules and stuff, if people haven't seen them, they're on, they're out there. I think Sylvaneth is going to be OP. Really, I think they are. The power creep is real. They got some nifty tools, nifty tricks. A friend of mine, Brian, is excited. He's a Sylvaneth player, and I think it's really helping him out now, seeing all that. And then there was one other thing. I guess we could talk about Dreadfane, since it's kind of Age of Sigmar-ish.
Well, real quick, I'm I have to apologize to everybody because the rumors that I had or the leak, and then a little bit of speculation put Sylvaneth near the end of July, beginning of August, and here we are. It's going to come out mid-July. So sorry, I was off by a few weeks.
Yeah. Oh wow. What was it called? It was either Sylvaneth or soon, because a lot of things have been ironing out with the over the seas stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
it's my way of saying I was right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Trying to be humble.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I mean, I was off a couple, but we're both in the same ballpark of what's kind of what to come with the show. There was Dreadfane. What do you think of that?
All right, so everything I've read about Dreadfane is that it is really just for beginners, and I have a feeling it's not going to actually show up in Games Workshop stores. I think this is going to go the same way as the Blood Bowl mini starter set, the beginner set that they sell at Barnes & Noble. And then there's another one, I can't remember what it was, but they sell that at like Barnes & Noble, I think Walmart or Target or something. I think this is going to be one of those intro games they're going to splash out to everywhere else but a Games Workshop or your local store.
Yeah, so they can hit more people, get more people with it. That's all it's for.
Yeah, because it doesn't have any, I don't think it has any new rules. I think it's strictly a beginner's intro into the game. Space Marine Adventures, that's it. Thanks, 12 Neve.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, go ahead.
It's just the intro to Underworld Shadespire. Sorry, Night Vault Underworlds. That's all. It's just so people get their feet wet without patience.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything like it's not like what was the last set?
Night Vault.
Yeah, it's not going to be like Night Vault, or it's not a new expansion. It's just a simple beginner set. I think it's got like 7 models in it. I think it's
the same models from Night Vault. The box is the exact same miniatures,
but it's just probably a slimmed down rules and everything.
Yeah, quick.
This goes back to their whole new marketing plan where they're starting to hit not only other multimedia outlets, but also reaching out to other businesses than what they normally would go to. Instead of just your local game store or their own Warhammer stores or Games Workshop stores, now they're going to like Barnes & Noble's, Target, Hobby Lobby, that sort of thing.
So we got that. There's a book coming out for AOS, Gods Immortals. It's a paperback, $16. On the cover, it's a corn. It looks like a chaos corn. What is it? The guys I'm painting. I can't remember the guys I'm painting right now. Oh my god. But champions, not Reavers, but the warriors, blood warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a picture of a blood warrior with a hammer and an axe on the cover. It looks really cool.
Nice.
They are bringing out Ravner, the omnibus. So for all you people out there that have not read anything that is not Space Marine related or that type of related, I highly encourage to read Eisenhorn trilogy and the Ravner trilogy, and then the book where they're together, kind of against each other in a way. It is one of the most amazing perspectives that you can read about an Inquisitor and his retinue and the backstreet worlds and the all that stuff. It is an amazing read. So I highly encourage it.
Oh, absolutely. I love all those books. I'm a big fan of Eisenhorn.
Oh gosh. When he started talking to the demon, the whole demon thing it's just awesome.
Chills.
Then there's
they got an Adeptus Titanicus release coming.
Yep.
It's a small one. It's the Knight Porphyrion. And what I've read on the rules, I know a lot of people probably, it's a very niche game system of a niche hobby, but those Porphyrions are going to be trouble. They're almost as potent as like a Warhound Titan.
Yeah.
They're really durable. They hit really hard. So you'll probably start seeing people drop the regular knights that play and start squeezing in the Porphyrions just for a small little fire base.
And there's going to cost $50, by the way, if anybody was curious.
$50 for 2 models.
And they're coming with Titanicus Loyalist and Trader dice. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was needed. They should have launched that a long time ago, but hey, whatever. You know,
make their money. We got that. Of course, you've got the Blood Bowl team coming out, which is the Wood Elves, I believe. And they look nazi. They look spiffy. That's the best way.
Yeah. It's kind of next week is kind of a weird release weekend. It's just like we got all this stuff and like, just kind of toss it out there and see what sticks and what sells, what doesn't sell.
Is the Lord of the Rings stuff coming out? Gandalf the Grey on the horse and the buggy, like the 3-pack.
I don't know. I didn't see a Lord of the Rings, but it would make sense if they're doing all these splash releases.
Because you got
little mini releases for the systems.
Yeah, because you got the Ruffians. They're $50. They're metal, and those are the Ruffians. I guess I don't know how to. Yeah,
they're the human people that in the books they were with Saruman when he became Sharky or whatever. So,
they were raiding villages, I think.
Yeah.
So you got that. You've got the Gandalf trio, which is him in this cart, him on the pony, and then him on a foot. That's what 40. Then you've got Glufenblue. So it looks like a weird goblin orc thingy. I don't know. I don't remember that character very well. Bull Warrior Took on a horse, not on a horse. Bilbo Baggins medal. Really odd. Really out there. Like, here, we're gonna give you some of this and some of that.
Well, I'm betting those a lot of those are probably going to be, hey, we're releasing them, but they're not in store. They're probably web store exclusive.
Oh yeah.
Especially the metal ones.
What surprised me over the weekend is seeing a Primaris Space Wolf Start Collecting box.
Yeah, I was thinking that it was gonna come out at some point.
Yep.
Because that's the contents of Tooth and Claw.
Yep.
So I had a feeling that because Tooth and Claw sold okay.
Yeah.
Most people bought it just for the Gene Stealer cult side, but I had a feeling that Space Wolves were gonna get their box nixed here pretty soon.
Which is really crazy to see. Like out of the chapters, of course, you have a Primaris Start Collecting box already, right?
No.
Not even regular Space Marines. So
no, they're the first Primaris Start Collecting box, which is so weird.
Yeah,
because they were like the most resistant to fielding Primaris.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, in the story wise, not real life.
And the other cool box that I was happy about is the Thousand Suns Start Collecting box.
Yeah, that's a good value in that box right there.
Yeah.
I think you're saving like $25. That box is really sharp, and it's really has kind of what you're seeing in the local, not even just the local metas, but even some of the tournament metas. Just a small group of rubric Marines, like 2 squads of 5, and then these big blobs of the Zangors.
Yep.
So that right there is a great starting box.
Oh yeah. I've been like wondering when they would do this box. Even though I'm not a Thousand Suns player, but it's nice to see that come around,
Yeah. Well, it's about time.
Yeah.
I think there's only one other army out there that needs to start collecting, I think. Well, I guess Primaris and Dark Angels, I think, need a start collecting box, maybe.
For children, whenever they decide to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that'll be about 6 to 9 months after they drop, I imagine.
Yeah.
And then, because they're going to want to sell all those individual boxes before they start doing deals.
Yeah. It drives me absolutely nuts, but I've learned. And the cool thing I want to bring up, I thought was really cool for 40K that's coming, is the new White Dwarf. I'm actually really excited about the new White Dwarf, even though I don't play 40K anymore. But it's the Blood Ravens. Like, I'm a big fan of Dawn of War. I love the story. I love the games. I love all that. I thought it was great. Them getting their own rules and stratagems and all that, I can't wait to see.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Lots of speculation right now about how that's going to play out. There's a lot of people that are thinking that the Blood Ravens are going to have some ability, like a stratagem, or maybe they have a relic or something that somehow disables their opponent's relics or stratagems or something. So a lot of weird speculation. It sounds a lot of it sounds like wish listing, but you never know, man. You never know.
Well, I mean, they're the true loyalists of the Thousand Sons. So, I mean, you know, hey.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible. I mean, as that's one of those great mysteries that they will never, ever, ever fully confirm. Yeah. They'll put a lot of innuendo and a lot of subtlety. They'll put it in the books, but you'll never have a full confirmation. I think the last little bit was Ahriman, I think in one of his books, quote, confirm that they are Thousand Sons or something. I don't know. But I haven't even been checking chat here.
I got to answer Kevin. But if you're watching, Kevin, yes, I still need your stuff. If you could bring it down Friday, if not Saturday morning, whatever works. Just make sure you label it.
So I guess we can also talk real quick about I think everybody already knows about the price hikes.
Well, which ones? Because there's two different price hikes, and then there was a miss hike.
Yes. Well, there's the GW price hike across a weird assortment of items. The one and I think everybody knows about that because they've been blowing up online about that a lot recently. Yeah. A lot of dismay. I'm not going to sit there and harp on GW doing that. We can go into it, but the one I was referring to is that stealth one that Forge World slipped in.
Yep, I pulled up the sheet and the pricings of some of the stuff.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, out of nowhere, and once again, it's a random assortment of models and units that got hit with a price hike, and some of them are weird numbers.
Yeah, they are. Really odd.
Well, like the Sakaran battle tank went up $8, so now it's like at $131.
Yeah, it was 123.
Yeah,
and now it's 131.
Yeah, and some of these units I can kind of understand, maybe because they are high-profile items that people are really. I think you're starting to see in the meta, like the Sakaran, the Leviathan with his butcher cannons or the storm cannons. But there's a bunch of weird items that really should not have gone up. There's no need.
Add to that though the Custodes grav tanks.
I know.
Like they were 130, and they're like, oh my god, everybody's using them. 138 now.
Yeah, and they raised them $8. And it's a tank that's still out of stock. I just checked when I got the little blurb about it. I'm like, how are you going to raise prices on something you don't even have in stock?
Oh, it gets even better though. That's just like the tip. So I'm looking at this is great. The Titanicus Warlord Battle Titan, okay, out of stock with the quad cannon. I think it is right. Titan Quake Cannon.
Yeah,
$24. The macro Gatling blaster out of stock, $24. The Titan with both of them, or what is it? The Adeptus Titanicus Warlord Battle Titan with macro Gatling blaster and Quake Cannon. It's $148. So this must be the Titanicus ones.
Yeah,
they're out of stock of that. The Legos Titanicus Titan map, it's the group. It looks like the Warlord,
like the Titan Maniple.
Yeah, that sold out at $5,000.
That's probably the full size Maniple. Okay.
The District Warzone Alpha, I think it's the board, that's 131. The full set is 520. Oh, here was another one. Valdor. Valdor. He was $93. 93. Like, cool. He's a very busy model, very awesome looking. You know, I always thought about getting him for like a centerpiece. Now he's $98.
Yeah. Why? Why did he need to go up? That a lot of that makes no sense. I mean, because you don't see a lot of the Valdor models out there.
Man.
I mean, you rarely see him being used in Horse Heresy or just people get him for whatever model. It's such a weird price hike. And those Adeptus Titanicus guns, once again, Adeptus Titanicus is a great game. I enjoyed playing it.
Yep.
But it's not a hot selling game. So it doesn't make, to me, it's just kind of bewildering. Why did you raise the prices on something that is probably not a hot seller? And I mean, seems like you would be wanting to move stuff like that.
With the Leviathan pattern, Siege Dreadnought 78, Blood Angels Leviathan Dreadnought 83, Legion, White Scars Legion Leviathan pattern Siege Dreadnought 83. The Siege Claws are 22 each. So, and the Leviathan Dreadnought with Storm Cannon and Grav Flux Bombard is what, 112? Something like that. So, yeah, I blew my mind.
The only thing I could think of for those Titanicus guns is maybe they might be using them for butcher cannons because those are so hot right now. But I mean, I don't know. It's
Kevin Quinterio, I don't know if I'm saying that right. It says most of it's about 5%. He said he made an order a couple days ago and he's comparing prices and it's about 5%.
Yeah. You know, and I get it. It's a company that's got to make money, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to harp on them for it, but it's just such a weird assortment of items that they're raising their prices on. And I don't see a need for it. When I talked to my little leak person, she was sharing my dismay and displeasure with the company. It seems like a little ridiculous. The timing is what is the most ridiculous. Hey, everybody, we just gave out a £5 million bonus to every single employee. You know, we divvied it up. Oh, by the way, everybody, hey, we're going to raise prices. So now the only thing I could think of as the prices is shipping of materials in and out of China and anything that may or may not be going on with the whole Brexit. But even then, because a lot of their manufacturing, well, all their manufacturing and casting is done in the UK, but it's getting the molds are done in China. And if they're getting all their resin, all that stuff shipped from China, it's the only thing.
Well, and I don't want to beat this because I think we hit this last time, but one thing I didn't mention, I think me and you talked about it, is what bugs me about the whole price hike overall, and something we didn't talk about or touch about, is they raise prices on old resin model or old molded models, old school models that haven't been updated. They raise the price on those, and like I can see, and I hate to say this because it's a twofold system. If you're gonna make a new model, like the new Lord of Change, the new freaking Slanesh Demon Princes, and all these new brand new model kits, the Chaos Knights, raise the price. That's on you. It's a new kit. Like I can't. There's no way to compare. But if you're gonna be like, oh, here's a box of skeletons, and we're gonna raise it $10, the skeletons that have been there forever and not had an update, why are you raising it $10? It doesn't make sense. Or yeah. Ragnar Blackmane still in his freaking metal. Yes, they have the Citadel Finecast, which is total crap. I'll say it, and I'll never not say that. He's still in the same freaking pose, and he was $25 model. Let's raise him up to 50. Screw it. Like, it doesn't make sense. That's where a lot of people are. A quarter of people I've seen and read are pissed off at that part. They don't mind the price hike. They mind the price hike on old models, old kits. Now, On the other side of it, real quick, is the price hike. How am I supposed to get new people into the hobby that I enjoy doing? I can't justify getting kids into these hobbies anymore because they keep raising the prices.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can't convince the parents to do it because they're like, oh my God, we got a $5 million bonus just a couple months ago, and they're going to raise the prices because they're bloody hungry. They want that money. And it's hard. The hobbies, there's going to be an issue where they're going to be their own worst nightmare. So,
yeah. Well, and there's no way that they will probably walk this back. It's very unlikely because they don't do sales or discounts. They'll never do it. They said it over and over again. And I think part of the issue you hit on is how they're increasing the prices of kits that are not hot sellers, drop pods, rhinos, razorbacks, of a whole variety of Space Wolf models, old kits that they're not. I mean, being down in the trenches and seeing the sales, these are not the kits that are selling.
no.
And I can see, oh, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and increase the price of Primaris Marines by like $2.50 in a way that would make sense. They're the hot selling.
Mm-hmm.
But all this other stuff that are probably going to be discontinued, not everything, mind you, but a lot of that stuff I look at, and I think it's going to be phased out in the next 10 years.
Oh, easily. I think
so. And I would say within the next year, a lot of that stuff, I would say probably within the next 6 to 9 months, I'd say about half of that stuff that got the price hike is going to get moved to web store only.
Yep.
Because if you walk into a Warhammer store or a Games Workshop store, they have basically a planogram based on the store size that has everything laid out in a certain order. And I don't know how to convey the order everything's supposed to be in. It was supposed to be front face and side face and whatnot, but they're running out of room. And the biggest section, like the Space Marines, that use that as a great example, it is huge. And it's pretty much at a point now where there's so much new Primaris stuff coming out, and there's 5 new box kits should be out in the next month or so.
Yep.
That's going to get slammed on the shelf. They've got to make room. What are they going to pull? Old Space Marine stuff that's not selling.
Oh yeah.
So what'll probably stay are Land Raiders and Predators and Rhinos.
And one thing you're going to see is you're going to have a shelf dedicated to lieutenants. So just be aware of that when you walk in. They're nothing but lieutenants. So
yes, lieutenant for days. Or lieutenant. Or how do they say it on that video? Luft. I don't know. It was driving me crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that a lot of this stuff is going to go away to make room for the new stuff.
And I'm going to touch on the price hikes that weren't supposed to happen. I guess I'm reading something about the Astromaterium stuff is repacked and priced wrong on the sheet. So a lot of people are freaking out. A lot of retailers are freaking out.
Oh,
so like I see now. You're running the store, so I'm going to bounce this off of you, obviously. So let's see here. As to why I'm not sure, I guess there was some confusion between the reps. Price should go up to the amounts noted a week or two ago on the GW price increase. So I'm guessing there was an issue with, was it the Lehman Russ battle tank? Is that $59?
I thought it was $57.20 or what was it, $49.50, something like that.
Yeah. So the Lehman Russ battle tank, the Lehman Russ Demolisher, $59. The Bolgrens are $56. These are Canadian dollars. Hold on. Lehman Russ battle. Sorry, I had it at the wrong one. So $49.50, $49.50, $47, $39.50 for heavy weapon squad, $30 for Sentinels, $29 for infantry squad, and $25 for the command squad.
That sounds about right.
Okay, so I think what happened is the price hike, they were on there, and I don't think they were supposed to be increased.
Oh.
Because that's what this product sheet is that I got. It tells me all the releases for Saturday, and they're like, there might be some stuff repacked and price strong on the sheet. So they don't. I'm not sure 100%. So
okay, well, that's something to look forward to tomorrow after jury duty.
Oh, that's right. You get to go play that guy.
Yeah, it's great. Jury duty the week that I am running Warzone Houston. This is fantastic. Not like I don't have 13 different things to do right now.
Yeah, right. What else do I got? Trying to see some of this, my little fuzzy stuff that I get. White Dwarf, start collecting. Oh, the Spirit Seer, Craft Little Spirit Seer. What about that little guy?
That's another one of those that was in the Wake the Dead box.
Yep.
Yeah. So surprise.
Yeah. Right. $35.
We knew that at some point he would become an actual get a blister, but $35.
Yeah, 35
for that little guy.
Sorry, 30.
30. Oh well, that's better.
But okay, no, the Executioner is 35.
I know. I'm being facetious.
Yeah, I know. I mean, so
yeah, he should have been. I mean, man, we're still sitting on those Lord Executioners. I still got like 4 left. It's an awesome model, awesome unit, but people are just taking the streamlined stuff right now for the meta lists.
Yep. What else? Do I got anything else? There was something else I was going to go over. Oh, I got some of the Mima trays from Games Workshop. I wanted to get them to have. I'm not a big fan at all. The design is neat, but they are not. What's the word I'm looking for? They're not symmetrical. So you can put one 5-bin unit here, and there's like a 2-inch space or a 1-inch space here, a 1/2-inch space over here, and so the placement of the troops are odd. And then if I grab another movement tray and stick it on top of it, none of them are the same. So when I put it on the table to line up my dudes, they're all like cockeyed, and they're not space great.
Well, time to order tons more from Battle Wreck.
Oh yeah, but like I said, I wanted to get some for product review. I wanted to get some for 40 millimeters. They're going to work for my brutes, I think. But for the 32s, man, horrible. Like, actually, let me grab them. I'm just going to grab them. Bless you, good sir.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'm fighting something right now. Like I said, I had 103 fever today. I had to leave work. I haven't done like probably 75% of the stuff I had to get done today for Warzone. And somehow I've got to make it to jury duty tomorrow. And then try to salvage getting all this other stuff done. It's a nightmare. So while he's getting all that.
And you get a lot. I mean, I'm not even grabbing all of them. I'm just going to grab what I know. So if you can see, so here is a 32 millimeter base movement tray from Games Workshop. The cool thing about it, it's sunk in. So they sink in and they sit inside. And if you just see here, the 2 holes here, then you've got a hole down here, over here, then way over here. The gap in between right here is bigger than the gap over here. And then if I go, hey, I want another one to line up right. Yeah, I can't line them up right. They don't line up at all. So when you put them together, they don't even sit, like the line doesn't even sit straight. Like like if you want to line these up, guys, you know, in a formation or whatever not. So it's just, even if I tried the other side, I was like, okay, let me try this. It doesn't work right.
So weird.
Yeah. Now the 40s, check this out too. So you got the same thing. So you got a 3-man 40, and I'll go into the other part. And you got nice spacing on the sides, one here and one here. Then this big ass gap in between the two. Okay. And I'm like, okay, I can get over that. I can work with that because they're at least within an 8 inch. For Age of Sigmar, they're within an inch of each other. Like you know. But then I'm like, cool, I want another one. Maybe I want to run, a bigger squad, right? No matter, these will sit better. They're not quite easy symmetrical, but they're close. But what they did is they give you a 2-piece for a 5-man squad. Okay, so this 2-piece sits, I think, like this. What is wrong with that picture? Look at the gap for coherency. Compared to over here, like
I quit.
I mean, I don't get it. I don't. Maybe I mean they are for APOC, but everybody's gonna want to use these.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna have to do a shout out to BattleRec and Hammerhead and any other companies that are doing movement trays and have been. Don't quit. Please do not quit making those movement trays. Please.
Yes. In fact, I'm going to talk to Jonathan and them again and look at trying to get that ordered ASAP. Probably maybe get it ordered next week from BattleRec. So we've got a bunch from Hammerhead Games. I want to go ahead and try to get, since BattleRec is supporting Warzone Houston, I want to get them featured in the store as well.
What Mr. Jeff, one of the owners, is staying at my house for the Warzone.
Oh, okay.
So his partner in crime cannot make it because he has to work.
Yeah, he needs to make movement trays.
But I mean, I like the design. Okay, so I do like the sync, how they sink in. Just not the coherency and the fact that I can't have a straight line. I mean, I know it sounds kind of being picky, but here, look at this one. I put these two up.
What is? Oh, you can't see me pointing.
Yeah. Like,
that is ridiculous.
You're not going to do it this way because it leaves a gap in the middle. You're not going to do it up here because it looks all fucking freaking janky. If I do it on the other side, let me this side. Let's just look at this. Yeah, it's like this like little dome, kind of like a little shield going on now. So,
I mean, it looks like somebody let their 2-year-old figure out what the spacing was, and like, that looks right, Daddy, and just move things around and just hit print. I mean, that's bad.
Well, and I'm a big fan of movement trays, and yes, Tyler, movement tray. Playing this hobby for as long as I have, there's one thing I need to get used to. I need to get used to using the plastic measuring instead of the tape measure. But I have been starting to use movement trays, and they're only really good for the first 2 turns. From that point on, it doesn't matter, really. At least for Age of Sigmar, because it's like you're just trying to hurry up and move your guys. If you're running like Iron Jaws, you have a bunch of dudes you got to move. Gene Circle, same way. Movement trays will work, but even for APOC though, doesn't things still have to be in coherency in APOC?
Yeah, you have to have your normal troop coherency, but the biggest thing is as long as you're within coherency of your commander. If you want to stay within 12 inches of your commander, or you're screwed.
Just want to hold these commander. Since they look like glasses. Hey, look at me! I'm a 2-man 40mm movement tray.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Death Ray Designs. They've got movement trays as well.
What's that?
Death Ray Designs.
Oh yes, yes, that's right. Oh yeah. God, yes, you're right, 100%.
I usually only think of them for terrain, but yeah, they've got it for they got that stuff too. So yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see the market is going to be just fine with movement trays, and people will be going to second party or third party. Yeah, third party to get it.
Okay, so Eric says coherency in APOC is smaller. So does he mean smaller as in they have to be closer together? Because so for Age of Sigmar for coherency, your dudes have to be within an inch of each other, 1 inch. And then during your battle shock test, if there's a gap, you get to pick. You have to pick one side or the other, and they're gone. There's like no. It's brutal, you know, because you get to pick the model. Majority of the time, 95%, you get to pick the models that you get to assign damage to. So you usually don't screw yourself that way. But so okay. So Eric. So if it's the coherency, he says it is. So he's saying that coherency is smaller. Does this look like it? Like, how is that? Yes, you have it here. That's a little bit bigger, and then you got a little bit bigger there. So I just don't get it. I just don't.
I'll have to take a double look a little later. Because the only thing that I saw different for coherency is mainly that you want to stay within 12 inches of your commander.
Yeah, they're saying 2 inches and 40K.
It's normally 2 inches for 40K.
Okay. So, but now I know a lot of people out there, and I'm not going to just say it's me, but it's that whole OCD when you're setting up your dudes, and you're like, cool, I want this line of dudes to march down a field, or I want this square, or I want this, whatever the case is, the uniformity, right? You're not going to get it with the movement trays. They're going to look odd. And that's what sucks.
Eric had a good point. It could be because spacing for weapons, but even at that point, what they should have done is made it to where there was like an equal spacing in between all of it. That would have been perfect for those odd weapons, the heavy weapons and such.
In the book, or if anybody knows out here, so all these movement trays have numbers, letters and numbers on it.
Oh, sorry.
This movement tray says C32. This 32 5-man tray. This movement tray is D32. Completely two different movement trays, but they're 32s.
Well, I found it. Eric is definitely right. Yeah, you still need to be within 12 inches of commander, or you start getting screwed up. But if a unit has more models in it, that more than one model in it, all the models have to be within a ½ inch of at least one other model from their unit.
Okay, so I like showing these examples because I like to do reviews. I'm not saying these are horribly bad, but they could be better. So okay, so look at this one, 40, right? I'm gonna hold up my shirt. It's easier to see this. This is a 3-man 40. Here's another 3-man 40. I'm gonna put up the other. Yeah, they're not even close. This one's more uniformity than this one. Let's see. Where's my camera at? There we go.
You're good.
I just don't get it.
I don't either. It's so odd.
And this is H40 and this is E40. Again, I don't know what the letter nomenclatures are used for, if there is anything. But yeah.
Oh, well. What are you going to do?
Yeah, G40. Oh. Wait, there's another H40. Well, let's see if the H's match up. There we go. H40 and H40. Let's see. Do we have a winner? Can you keep that? Oh my God, don't tell me they didn't. Okay, yes. Whew. Okay, so those match. So I guess you're just going to be trading these like baseball cards. Like, hey, man, I'll trade you my E40s for some H40s because, I want all my guys to be on H40 movement trays.
Next thing you know, it's going to be like Pokemon trading. Like, I got an H40. I'll trade you for a A40.
Yeah, it's just interesting. I mean, I'm glad I got him. Like, there is use for them, but
they will be used.
Yep. Wow. The E40s are actually off. They're not exactly the same. Oh my gosh. Whatever. But yeah.
Okay. Well.
So here's Battle Rec. Since we're gonna show move trays. Let me get a better, cleaner one. Battle Rec, easy. These are 32s. Nice, even, symmetrical. But then I could take another one of these and go, oh, I have 2 squads. or I have a 10-man squad. I want them right. Oh my gosh, look at that. All even.
Huh.
So I don't know how people can mess that up.
I don't know either. It's obviously deliberate. I'm just curious on what their method to the madness is.
Oh yeah.
But I'll never know. I'm just going to leave it at that. That's just going to stress me out, and I really don't need any more stress right now. Man.
Let's see.
Well, let me. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I've been talking. Go for it, brother.
I was going to say a couple things about bring up the Codex Primaris before we get into Warzone Houston, or we finish with Warzone Houston probably. So it's not actually called Codex Primaris. From what I understand, it's probably going to be just Codex Space Marine, or sorry, Adeptus Astartes, or Codex Adeptus Astartes 2, just like the Chaos Space Marine 1. It'll have a whole bunch of new units in it. Pretty much everything from the Shadow Spear box, all those new Space Marine Primaris units, and the new tank, and a new Dreadnought, and probably a new Lieutenant, or Lieutenant. Was that Lieutenant? Lieutenant?
Left the tenant.
Lieutenant. Oh, God dang it. So, yeah, there'll be a whole bunch of new units that'll be in it. My little birdie said that she thinks that there's something going to be taken out that could be some of the older models. Now, don't quote me. I mean, it very well could be the legendary Cato Sicarius or Kronos. I don't know. It could just be wrong, but she was pretty sure that there was going to be a model or two going to be removed from there. So we'll see. We'll see.
American Lieutenant.
Here we go. I got something for you, Mr. John. Hold on.
Lieutenant, American Lieutenant. Lieutenant, American Lieutenant.
Better?
Better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was like, who the heck is talking? So I'm on looking at the YouTube chat.
Let's see here.
Lieutenant. Thanks, Tyler.
Yep.
So that's coming soon. I'm still saying late July, early August. But as usual, it could very well be pushed back. But I think it's going to be popping up within the next 30 to 45 days. So just be on the watch out for it. Like I said, it's going to have all the new units plus a few more. I think it was two more units that we have not seen yet. And I think that's probably the new Dreadnought. I don't know if I think it's just another version of a Redemptor. Somebody had called it a Scout Dreadnought. I don't know if that's true. And then possibly the Rhino version of the Repulsor. So we'll see. Hopefully in the next few weeks, guys. As soon as I get word, I will, as sure as hell, tell you guys, because I'll be super excited. We'll probably even do a video. We'll probably even go live as soon as I have word on, hey, this is what's coming out. Here's all the models. Here's the unit information. As soon as I get that, I'm going to go freaking crazy, because I really like the Primaris Marines, as a lot of people know. So
yeah, John has a fascination of these oversized test tube babies, and it's okay. You're allowed to have your own little personal thing.
Yes. You know, and I don't even care about their interesting background. What I do care about is just the size of the models. It's so much easier to paint and convert these models.
Oh yeah, hands down. I will always agree on that.
Yep. And that's the biggest thing for me. It's just it's a bigger model for me to play with. So
I'm waiting on now. There might be a time I go back to 40K. Probably not to play, but just to have the army painted in nice little representation. But I was getting excited for the Sisters army. And then I see these 3D sculpts, and I'm not that excited because they are just better resolution of the old models. Like I thought they were going to do something a little bit better. My expectations, I guess, were way too high. So I'm not. I don't know. We'll see how they come out. But the 3D rendering is just. It just doesn't. Unless they're the size of Primaris, because they're the new test tube sisters army. Then I might change my perspective. But I'm not as happy and excited I used to be when I saw these prints. So,
well, I agree. They look like they just took basically a 3D scan of the older models and then probably whatever it is that programmers like that can do and wiggled around their body and did this and that to kind of trim them up.
Yeah.
Or moving around, change position. But I also realized that those 3D models, once they're actually made, because like that sister that just came out, the named one that just came out about a week or so ago.
Yeah.
Her 3D renders were not 100% like, oh my God, I'm going to have it.
Oh, I agree.
But then when I saw it and I have it in my hands, that I was like, okay, I can deal with this. So what I'm happy about with those new Sisters of Battle is that they didn't go with a lot of companies, or maybe I'm sad that they didn't go with like what other companies did and make them super sexy and busty and stuff. So I'm happy that they did that, and I'm also kind of disappointed that they did that. But
I was hoping for some like, I don't know, like redesign. When I think of, okay, they're redoing the sisters.
Yeah.
Let's see a redesign. Yes, you're going to have the iconoclast sisters. You have the Celestine. You have the new character. Like, I could see that because it's the old school, like, we're going to hold up our heritage, and this is our fanatic armor that we've had forever, whatever. I can be on board with that. But I was hoping for something more. Just something new, like new about the army, not a re-imaging of the army.
Yeah, I think that looking at the stuff, I mean, they did change some of the stuff, like the flamers and looks like the bolters, the heavy bolters have all been redesigned. But yeah, I agree. The armor could have they could have updated, they could have redesigned a little bit. But
yeah,
I do understand why they didn't.
Oh, I get it too.
But
yeah, both sides.
But there's still models that we haven't seen yet. I'm interested to see how the Sister Repentia look if they redid them, and the Penitent engines.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, and then of course their vehicles. So that's where we're going to see probably, I think, some really cool redesigns, especially like the Repentia and the Penitent engine. At least I'm really hoping that they take advantage of all their new technologies and really go in there and go crazy with the resculpts.
I'm just hoping they don't get rid of the Penitent engine and get rid of the priests, and they get rid of like some of these iconic, like the dude riding the dreadnought legs. I forget his freaking name.
Inquisitor Kazimov.
Kazimov. Oh my God, that was one of my favorite models. Just the aesthetics of it.
It'll be interesting to see if they put any Inquisitors in there, but I have a feeling that the only male models, well, that'll be in there are going to be your preachers and probably the
flagellants or the flagellant dudes. They're going to make those guys, because the sisters are going to be like, "You're a man. Put on these."
Well, they'll have those. They'll have those. I think those flagellants, the kind of where they've been cyberized, and but man, what's that other? The Crusaders, the guys with the shields and the power swords.
Yeah, but they already have him. He's already coming out or is out. He's the
he's coming out for a plastic version of him is coming out for Blackstone Fortress.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, Blackstone. Yeah.
So if and maybe even we might even see sisters of the Death Cult assassins. I mean, there's a lot I think we're going to see, but right now it's just going to be front loaded with the basic Sisters of Battle and the Seraphim.
Yep.
So, and who knows? I mean, they got the Dominions and the Retributors and the Celestians. They got a couple of units that they can. They might be able to really spruce up that armor. And so right now we're probably just seeing the very mundane battle line. Sisters of Battle.
And I'm still sticking to November because the character that we have that came out was rendered 3D rendered a while ago.
Last year.
And so if they're just throwing out 3D rendering now, and I'm guessing they have a lot of it done and it's just like leaks and transparency, but I'm still thinking November. Sisters in November.
All right. Well, I'm about 50-50. I think it's going to be next March.
Oh, you're going for the next year?
Yeah, I think it's going to be next March. But I've got nothing to back that up except just a gut feeling that it's going to be released, or the very last preview is going to be next March at Adepticon, and then the week later it's going to be, or they might even go pre-sale or pre-order that weekend or something and sell them at Adepticon.
I swear there was a video though. The video that they had the sisters in the trash bin, the plastic sisters, and I'm pretty sure they said November 2019.
Oh, okay. Well, then so be it.
You sure?
Like I said, I'm 50-50.
But it's Games Workshop. Like they're going to believe that. Like they're going to follow their own rules.
Yeah, Kevin just said they have to pop something at Nova. That very well. Yeah, Nova's in September.
Yeah, that's AOS.
Well, I honestly, I think we're going to see Iron Jaws in October.
No, they don't know how to market right. I'm sorry, that's not happening.
Well, it'll be October 34th.
Don't wrap up my orcs into that whole fiasco of Games Workshop don't know how to release their orc armies.
That's why a lot of people are like October 34th. Last year, like, hey, this is October, and then you couldn't get the models until November 4th.
Yeah, right.
So okay, well, I guess we can get or Uruk-tober.
Well, you got Bone Splitters, you got Iron Jaws, you got Ogres, and you got Beast Claw Raiders.
Yeah, I think they will. I think I agree with Kevin. I think I'm pretty sure Nova is August, September. Very well could be October. I know it's after Wargames Con, so I'm thinking September. I could be wrong, but yeah, I think that very well could be their last splash sneak peek of the Sisters of Battle, and that might be the big one, if you will.
Yeah.
So, a new Vigilance book. It also could be, but the word I've had so far is that we will see the next book we're going to see is Armageddon. So whether that's Armageddon like the Vigilance books, Kevin, or that's going to be Armageddon in a White Dwarf, I'm not sure.
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see a lot of speculation because I don't know if you've experienced this, Chris, but I've been getting the rumors and the leaks have been kind of light.
Yeah, they're light and they're holy, and it's not holy as in the Father God, Church, and all that crap. It's holy as in like this, but there's not a lot, like Swiss cheese. Like there's just not substance.
Yeah, I think I talked about this, I think, a week or so ago. I think there's a bit of a crackdown where GW is, cracking down on who's releasing what information. So I think that that's why the information that's coming out is just kind of iffy, I guess.
And we have a lot of third-party gaming clubs / companies, quote unquote, are getting things a week out, if not 2 weeks out, to review. And so a lot of things are getting tossed aside because of that too.
Yeah. So it's kind of a crazy time to be getting leaks and stuff. Because they've also kind of changed up how they're doing their leaks and releases. I mean, I though I don't have proof, I'm say 98% .73219er Delta Charlie sure that they have their own official leaker that leaks to known people, like people that they trust. But I think that there's like this, and not a conspiracy thing, but there's just basically a chain of leaks that they can go, okay, well, Bob here, you handle all leaks, official leaks, so give it out to these people that we trust, and then we know that they're going to tell people that they trust, and eventually it gets down. And I think a lot of the stuff that we get is official leaks, and then we occasionally get those unofficial leaks.
Oh yeah, like it's the Vulcan coming back, and Lion becoming a traitor, and Khan coming back before them all.
Well, I mean, Vulcan becoming the prime orc is going to be kind of a big thing.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. I think I'm going to make Eric's head explode. But okay.
Take the mantle. He's got to feel bad for them all after killing so many. He's probably going, all right, now I'm the big orc.
Let me jump on this Armageddon thing before we go on to Warzone. Now, guys, I don't have 100% proof. That is just the words that the word that has been passed to me is Armageddon is being done. That could be new novel. It could be like an index thing put into White Dwarf, or it could be a campaign book. What we do know is that Angron, the World Eaters, Khorne have gone and hit Armageddon again. We know that the humans or the Imperium and the orcs have had a ceasefire of sorts where they are actually have been fighting chaos together. So what that means, I don't think that means that they're shaking hands and knocking back a couple of brews together, but that's kind of showing that there's a new. I'm guessing this is they're either going to retcon the third war of Armageddon, or it'll be the final war or the fourth war for Armageddon or whatever.
They won't retcon the last one because of the months of shame.
The what?
The months of shame. Like they can't retcon all the Armageddons because each Armageddon has a very significant point that made. For instance, the months of shame with the Grey Knights or the Space Wolves going down to save the people. The Inquisitors know these guys are heretics because the chaos was on the other side of the planet, but they're on the same planet, so we got to kill them all. Space Wolves like middle finger, take them. They go Fenris. Grey Knights get involved. Space Wolves kill Grey Knights. End of story. That cannot be retconned. So the Black Templars and the Steel Legion, Black Templars, Salamanders. I think the Freebooters. That's when they were introduced. It was the last Armageddon, I think it was.
I think so.
Freebooters
have been around since 1994, 95.
Well, there was the one orc faction. Maybe it was Speed Freaks. I don't know. Maybe it was the Speed Freaks.
Yeah.
But one of them, I can't remember. But each one has been such a big deal that they can't retcon. Not in the 13 Black Crusade where they actually won and they retconned it to redo it.
Well, I think this will be and the reason why I think that we will be seeing this is because this will be the opportunity for Angron to come back to Armageddon with his greater demon host and all of his blood, his Khorne demons and all that jazz. Yeah. I mean, that was the first war of Armageddon, I believe.
And the Grey Knights sacrificed 97. Well, it was 100, but 97 died. And Hyperion was the one that broke Angron's axe. And when the Space Wolf gave him the name Axe Breaker or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I think it's going to be a nice full circle, and it very well they could just go balls to the wall with this, man. And Cult of Speed is what Tyler said.
I knew it was something.
They could go balls to the wall, and we could see the Prime Orc appear. So, Prime Orc Vulcan leading the next Orc Wog.
And Gazgul says Lieutenant.
Gazgul is the lieutenant.
The lieutenant.
But okay. Thanks, Kevin, for expunging that. But yeah, I honestly I think that's coming. My original source said it could be the end of the year, but I don't know. I have a feeling it's just going to get pushed back. We'll see. We'll see. So.
One quick thing, I know a couple of you AOS guys. I found something I want to share with you on mercenary companies real quick. Just give you some points on some things real quick, because you got to use 400 points in your books for your allies for mercenaries. One of the number one, I'm going to do the top 3 mercenary companies that people are using. Fire Slayers, 360 points, Runesmith, and 2 squads of Heartguard Berserkers. They say it's an awesome little mercenary for really good. The second one is Flesh Eater Courts at 340 with the Aberrant Arc Regent, Aberrant Ghoul King. Pretty nasty. It's only 2 models, but it's pretty nasty. The Sons of the Lich Masters, the Undead one, is the third one. 390 points, Necromancer, Corpse Cart, Zombies. Amazing. And then one last one, which was really surprising, was the Blood Drenched Rose Mercenaries, which looks like the Blood Knights. 400 points for 2 units of Blood Knights. So
interesting.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's getting a little late. Let's so real quick before we get into Warzone Houston. So tonight, guys, I think Leon just got caught on. We're just kind of getting caught up with the latest rumors and leaks that we've got and disappointing price hikes and stealth price hikes. So we don't have a super lot of information right now, just because it's, I think I wasn't expecting some of these weird multiple releases. I wasn't expecting a dump. I had a feeling there was going to be a big dump release where they're going to like throw tons of different things at us, but I did not expect Age of Sigmar to be thrown in there also. I was expecting that Sylvaneth release or the pre-order that's this week to be its own week, and then they would have basically a dump week, would be follow up with like Lord of the Rings. Not that those are dumpy games, but they are. But and Adeptus Titanicus and stuff. So it's kind of all of our information. We're accurate. We're putting out the information that's telling you guys what's coming. It's just our timing seems to be off a little bit. And that's something that's out of our hands because our people can't give us exact dates and exact releases. So, because if they do, then they're going to get caught. They're going to get in trouble. And then we're not going to get leaks anymore. So, sorry about that.
Everything OS is a dump. Yeah.
Let's get into Warzone Houston before we let Eric ramble on there. So if you guys have not been watching our shows or anything, or maybe you're not in Houston or whatever, but Warzone Houston is this weekend. We have a now 84-man Warhammer 40,000 tournament. It's an ITC major. We have a 24-man Horus Heresy narrative event, an 18-person Infinity ITS Season 10 tournament, Guild Ball, I forget what their tournament's called, and then, of course, Age of Sigmar GT for the Texas Masters.
Yep.
And those are all going on this weekend, the 13th and 14th. So it's going to be pretty freaking awesome. There's going to be around 200 people there. Actually, I think total player count was 198 players.
And that could still climb the day of.
Yes, because I might actually end up having 2 more spots for Warhammer 40,000, and we have spots open for Age of Sigmar, and two spots open up for Guild Ball.
Oh.
So if we fill the 2, 4, and I think 4 for there, so another 8, we'd be over 200 people.
Yep.
We were at 206, so we would almost have grown by 100 people since last year. Yeah, so we're pretty freaking excited. So Warhammer 40,000 players, we didn't get the list uploaded all today, or not all the lists were uploaded. We're taking care of that. I had to go home because I was sick, ran a 103 fever, and I was passed out. Well, in and out of being passing out, in and out, whatever. So it'll get done tomorrow. We got awesome prize support. I'm picking up more prize support tomorrow from Eden Games and Hobbies, from Beyond the Dungeon, probably Fat Ogre. So we're super excited. In fact, we got a little bit of extra money. We're going to be buying. I'm going to be buying some extra prize support. Well, not extra, but it's prize support for Warhammer 40,000. So trophies are going to be done soon. And I think Ski is at the trophy right there. Take it away, Ski.
Well, I did this on my last night's show, but this is some of there'll be 4 of these for Best General. There's another trophy being printed for overall, and so they will see that when they see that. But that's just for the Age of Sigmar side. Best Generals, there'll be 4 of these. So
that is awesome.
Plus, I think there's a plaque with some stuff on it too. So
yep, as long as all that comes through.
Yep.
I got to check on all that tomorrow. Kevin coming down. Oh, cool. Kevin, you'll be at Wargames Con.
I think there's a huge handful of us going to Wargamers Con.
I don't know if you can bring your pet cougar, Magnus. That's what's her name? But that's cool that Kevin, we'll be there. There'll be Jonathan, myself, and Ski, Ben, and then a host of people that are in the chat right now are going to be there from Houston. So it's going to be pretty freaking awesome. Look for us because we don't know what you look like. So look for us. And
the Cougars
come introduce yourself. We'll give you one of us will give you some F&P swag.
Yep. So the Cougar's name's Karen.
Oh, at least it's not Brenda.
Or Todd.
If it was Brenda or Todd, I would be like, no. Oh, cool. People are coming down from Colorado. That's awesome, man.
So,
we're pretty excited. Wargames, the guys that do Wargames Con, they put on a great show, and I'm really excited about going this year. I'm doing the narrative event. Ski's doing Age of Sigmar.
I'm my reserve. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I have a ticket for Age of Sigmar. Doesn't mean I'll be playing in it. They just released the rules in the pack today, and I don't know.
Okay.
I'm still going, no matter what. I am going. I'm going to go have fun and hang out and run around as a F&P crazy guy if I have to, but I'm still going.
Awesome. So we'll see you guys there. But Warzone's going to be great. We got all the price support. Everything is in. Swag bags are being packed. So we're going to have some videos put up. I don't know if I'll have live videos. We're trying to work out having live streams. So watch for it. We might upload a couple of videos Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday. There'll be raw videos, so bear with us. We won't have time to do any editing, but we want to get those out so you guys can see what's going on.
If I could figure it out with my phone, or if I have to use someone else's phone, I might run around and do some live feed with my phone for YouTube, just to be like, hey, it's Warzone, and run around, and possibility.
Yep. So here's another trophy. I think I've showed this off before, this mini bolt pistol. So I'm excited. This is going to get all painted up and mounted on a plaque tomorrow. This is going for best painted. So kind of excited. I think best painted. Crap, I don't remember. I'll have to take a look.
I did get to see all the Texas Masters Dallas, or the Texas Masters final trophies, like the one in January. Matt was showing them off last night, and they look good. He's doing kind of the same stuff we're doing. Like, I think that's the trend now, is getting stuff printed for your own kind of event.
This is the first. This year we're trying these trophies out, and I'm hoping that So I'm happy with the quality of these trophies. And next year, I'm hoping that we get the trophies done about 3 months earlier, and that we can do a little bit more with them than what we're doing this year. That's my fault. My timing, trying to do work and do the bulk of this planning and organizing, which I'm very thankful for you and Kyle helping out. It's been a big support.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you very much.
Yeah. Other than that,
so I think that's it.
yeah, I just found out. So some bad news: an actor died today, and I want to throw. He was one of my favorite actors. Is Torn from the Larry Sanders Show. He played Zed in Men in Black, and he played the dude from Dodgeball, the coach.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's too bad.
Is it Rip Torn? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died today at 88. So I loved him. He was one of the famous actors I enjoyed. So I just want to share that with the group.
Oh man, that's too bad.
Yeah, 88. So hopefully his family's all good. Good actor, good person too. So other than that, man, I think we're good. I think there's nothing else going on. If you're coming out to Warzone Houston, please drive safe. Please come in one piece. Yeah. Take your time. Do not rush. It's not worth it. Getting in an accident, hurting yourself, it's not worth it. Any tournaments, mind you, any conventions. It is what it is. If you're already late, you're late. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and be sure to watch out or bring an umbrella, guys, because we're supposed to get dumped on this weekend with about 10 inches of rain. So be ready.
Tentative.
Just be ready.
Tentative. They're still trying to figure that one out. They don't know for sure yet.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just be prepared for it.
Yep.
All is dust. Try to make more of your guys' GTs next year. Fantastic. Hey, if you get a chance to All is Dust, or anybody that's watching, come October at Atomic Hobby Shop, I'm going to be hosting a 2-day GT, and the top prize is an LVO or Las Vegas Open Warhammer 40,000 Championship ticket and a 3-day pass. We got some of the information up on our event page or the event tab under our Facebook page, but that's going to be coming up in October. I think it's October 26th. I think. Don't quote me on that. It's the last Saturday of the month, so yes, I think so.
I'm quoting you right now.
Okay. And next year, we're going to be doing that again. But if we don't do Las Vegas, we might be doing Bay Area Open, Nova ticket, if we can get a Nova ticket, because they'll sell out in like 2 hours. But that'll be a bigger event. We might even have a big, giant, massive GT, another GT besides Warzone Houston, where we have tons of tickets available for AOS at Las Vegas or at Nova or 40K at these events. So make sure you keep watching and keep hitting like and subscribe and all that stuff. Keep spreading the word about our channel, because the more subscribers that we get, that's more attention that we get from these big organizations, so they can actually let us give away a ticket. So please have your parents, your mom, your dad, brother, sister, girlfriend, whatever. All they have to do is go on and subscribe. They don't have to. They can turn off the updates and everything. Just get them subscribed. No ghost accounts, but just get more subscribers for us. That means more tickets. That means more leaks, or not leaks, but we can start getting advanced product and do reviews for you guys online. But we have to get more viewers. We have to get more subscribers. I think we're 42 away from hitting 3,000. And I know at least one organization, I'm not going to say who because I don't want to jinx it, if we get over 3,000 subscribers, we can start getting product early. So 42 more people.
And one last thing, Adepticon, me and Mr. Owens here are competing against each other, the Resin Beasts. We finally talked about what we're going to do. I'm going to be entering in the large scale model with a certain model from Creature Caster. John's going to be entering the diorama, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then we together will be entering in the matriarch competition, which is their first 60 millimeter, and it got released last Adepticon, so it's kind of a montage of like, oh cool, we just released it, now they're going to have a painting competition of it. So we are going to paint against each other on a matriarch, and it's not about winning the resin beast, it's about beating each other. That's right. Like if we win it, we win it. That's one thing. But our thing is who's going to beat the other person. Like that's the whole competition for Adepticon.
And I'm going to be entering. I don't know about you, but I'm also going to try to squeeze a model into Golden Demon, which is going to be there for the first time next year.
Awesome. I might squeeze myself in a model and try to win something just by myself. I don't know, but we'll see.
So yeah, and as we get closer, we have to get past Warzone Houston and past Wargames Con. So once we're done, at least for me, once I'm done with those two events, all my projects for Adepticon and either Bay Area Open next year or SoCal Open, that's where I'm going to start working on my projects. So I've been doing. I know Ski's been doing a lot of practice painting. I've been doing a lot of practice painting, and it's going to be. I'm excited. It's going to be some fierce competition.
If you guys ever need some hints or want to knows or whatnot, please join Jason and Jen over at the Creature Caster or Slow Fuse Creature Caster on Twitch. They go live on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Thursdays is their work in progress. You can post pictures on their Discord and ask them specific questions on how-tos, airbrushing, non-metallics, light sourcings, concepts. What do you think? Anything. And he will tell you as much as he can to give you what you need. So amazing. Yeah, I've learned a lot just for him myself. And north of the Golden Throne, any talk on ever chosen before we get out of here?
I can answer that. Well, at least at the Atomic Hobby Shop, that's going to be done on, I think it's July 29th. I think it's the last Saturday of the month, or the 27th. I think it's the 29th. There's the 3 categories, and I know north of the Golden Throne, you are not eligible for one of those because you are not 16 and under. But there's the open category, and then there's the ever chosen category. Those, I believe we have those up on the Atomic Hobby page under the event tab. That is going to be going on, and people will be coming in throughout that day to do judging. There's not any particular judge. It's actually going to be judged by the community. I don't know how I feel about that, but we're going to be giving people very specific instructions on how to go in there and judge. We don't want people going in going, well, my boy Tommy is really good at painting, and he finger painted his miniatures. So, then people will give him tons of votes because, he's a little kid and he's trying.
Wait a minute.
Now this little kid wins ever chosen at the store. Now has to go up against all these elite painters, and it's kind of an embarrassment to the store, and it could be harmful to the kids, emotions and stuff, to get just totally beat down. So
why are you giving away my strategy? You just explain my whole strategy for ever chosen.
Well, you know what I don't want to happen then.
I
want people to choose the best painted models
from
the selection based on, what, not on who did it, but the quality of the paint job. That's what the most important thing is.
I will be entering in the ever chosen as well. I'm going to put it out there. I'm not saying my stuff is the best thing since sliced bread, but I'm going to try for the actual ever chosen.
I will be entering in the open category. Employees can do open category. We just can't do ever chosen. Now, I don't know if that means that's employees at Warhammer or Games Workshop, but I'm assuming that I cannot compete in the ever chosen, so I'm going to just do the open category.
Yep. Hey. Yeah, other than that, man.
So, yes, Clint, you're late as usual. It's almost like you don't know when we have our show. And we ran a. Oh man, I'm sorry, Leon.
Leon, all you got to do, I got a solution.
Oh,
paint it, send it to me. I'll enter it on your behalf.
There you go. I mean, if you send it now, or like in the next day or two, and maybe rush delivery, we would have it before the 29th, I bet.
Yep. And all you gotta do is make sure give me all your information. I'll enter it for you. Not a problem, man.
We would sure as hell enter it for you.
Oh, and I would
absolutely, because I think you're going to be up in this area in November. Then we could just hand the model back off to you, and you could fly right back to South Africa with it.
In worst case scenario, say you can do it for this, but you can't go to the next tier. Oh well. I mean, I hate to say that, but at least try to get it in and see how it goes, man. Yeah. I would totally, hands down.
Yeah, we got your back on that, and and it'll be the same thing next year. We could totally, next year at the Ever Chosen, or you want to enter it in a Golden Demon, and we'll just send something to us, and we'll enter it for you at Adepticon. And
that's something else I gotta say. There is on the Resin Beast, there is if you go on their site and look at their pack, individuals that go to Adepticon are allowed to enter one person's model that cannot make it, and that's a certain category. So look into that too, Leon. If we ever go to Adepticon and you get a creature cast model and you're like, oh, I want to try for Resin Beast, somebody can actually enter that for you as well.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I think we've been japping our jobs a little too long.
Yep. And I need to go take some more aspirin and probably lay down.
I'm gonna go finish painting a little bit more gold, copper, bronze on the fourth corn dude.
Yes, Kaz, I will. I would enter yours in, Kaz, for sure. Because I know, I totally do that.
Yep. And you have information, send us a private message, email message, whatever we can work out the logistics on that. We're here for the community, guys. We're here for you. You guys are here for us. So what we can do to help you, we'll do if we can. So,
well, thankfully Kaz is local, so it'll be easier to pick his up. But and I've seen what he's been working on. So that'll be some tough competition for us. It might not make it, Kaz. I might accidentally forget it.
As long as it's not in the matriarch, I'm okay. I don't care.
Oh no, it's in the big one.
The diorama?
No, the other one.
Oh, well, I guess I'm entering the large then. No, I'm still gonna enter because it's all about the learning. But all right, no message, TJ.
Good, okay, cool. And I was just kidding, Kaz. You know me. I'm just kidding. I will definitely enter your model in for you, buddy.
I might not make it under me. If I see it, I'm be like, oh, what's that?
He's driving a separate car. Don't worry.
I know where they're going. It's not like I can't oh, hey, it's in that box. That's all right. It's okay. I wouldn't do that to anybody, except for John Owens. Yeah. So
no, I agree. I would do it to me too.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate all your guys' support. We appreciate your patrons. I know we said it earlier. It's like a double ending here. Try to not to do these as much. But thank you all that came on. Thank you all for participating in chat. People that are watching, please share it with your friends. I know I've got my Age of Sigmar channel going. We're going to start working on some more special things after these GTs because we are the start of the GT season, especially for Age of Sigmar. So I'm going to hit in some things off and on, but there'll be a lot of talk about GTs and armies. And we've got the 40K-ish FMP show on Tuesdays, Age of Sigmar on Mondays, and we couldn't do it without you guys. So we appreciate and thank every person out there that is part of this community.
Let me jump on. We've got my other computer set up in the studio. It can't do super 30 different video feeds. I can't run I can't run YouTube and this and Twitch and all these other channels, but I can run just one. So my after Warzone, possibly after Wargames Con. I think before, right after Warzone, I'm going to start doing the painting videos again. And it'll actually be going back over that 30-day army and taking it to the next level. So you guys will see how I enhance what I've done. So.
Excellent.
Cool.
Y'all have a great, amazing rest of the night and have a safe weekend. And we'll see you this weekend. If not, we'll see you Monday and Tuesday.
All righty. Have a good night, guys.